So welcome on board. Our flight number now is 1844. We are taking off from Recife Airport to one of the most beautiful islands ever. We're going to Noronha Island, and today it's such a huge honor to assess the Arana captain, one of the best captains in our company, and everything is already set for the show time.
Okay, the warm-up is complete. Shutting down the chronograph. Okay, runway 18, heading 183, takeoff.
Takeoff heading 184. Anyone, Toga?
Checked.
80 knots. Short of hold.
First engine
V1. Rotate. Explosive rate of climb?
Yeah.
Down there.
Checked.
Gear up. V9 speed.
Checked. Autopilot engaged.
Autopilot command. Anyone?
Checked.
129 and decimal 6, departure control 1844, good afternoon. Okay, 129 decimal 6, good afternoon.
Okay, swap up.
Switching control.
Copy.
Recife departure control, good afternoon, 1844, passing 2,000 feet, zone 1, departure.
to the island of Fernando de Noronha. Awesome place to be. Like Victor said, is the Caribbean island of Brazil. So a lot of people go there. It's a nice place to be visit. Very wild stuff. You can swim with turtles. You can do some snorkeling. You can some scuba diving, some water activity, some hiking. It's a very wild place, very well preserved. For that reason, we have a limitation of how many people can visit the island per day. I'm not sure about how many people can visit the island per day, but I know there's a certain number, and you have to pay a fee for each day that you're staying there. So you have to plan ahead when you wanted to visit there. And well, excuse me. We're just heading for our initial point of the arrival there of the GNSS arrival for runway 12. We're going to make a right turn once we get there. We're expecting to be having a good weather, only scattered clouds. The temperature is great at 27 degrees. Because the island is so wild, all the fuel, all the supplies, everything that goes into the island goes by boat. So for that reason, we don't have fuel to be carried on the aircraft once we land there. So we're already carrying the fuel to go back. So interesting thing here, when we're planning the fuel, when we are setting the page here of the performance page, we actually normally we put on the reserve, we put the minimum fuel over destination that is planned on our navigation sheet. Today we are not going to put the minimum fuel over destination. We're going to put the takeoff fuel to return to Recife in a way to make sure that we land with enough fuel to go back. So the airline has planned that, and we already said that. We have 10 minutes of a spare time if we need to wait a little bit. And we have a longer alternate, so if we need, we can change the alternate to a closer one and get enough fuel if we need to wait a little bit longer there. But it's an interesting thing to be tell for you guys, because we gotta plan us a little bit different than we usually do. As Victor said, for every airport where we land, we have an airport briefing. This one is a little bit bigger. It says here that we are not allowed to land with the 737-800. That's why we're flying with the 700. There's a black hole advice, bird activity. There's a 4 stripe. That means that the captain only can operate. We also have here the auto brake and anti-skid must be operating to land there, and the reversers and auto spoilers as well. Quick reminder that the turnaround can be only do at the threshold. You cannot do that on the main runway to rip up the pavement there. And the flaps must be at 40 degrees in a way to land. And also there's the alert of the lack of fuel there. We have there. The main reason of all the automatic stuff and the flaps 40 is because the runway is only 1,845 minute long, so it's a pretty short runway for the 737 to operate. And then that's why we take an extra caution during the arrival and preparation for landing. But the Noronha Airport has our nav approach at GNSS for runway 12. Give us 800 feet of ceiling if we need to land that with a lower ceiling, not less than that, because there's a lot of you're going to be able to see during the arrival. There's a lot of peaks and mountains, just because the island is not very smooth, it's irregular. So you're going to see we have it here right on the approach on the right hand side. We have almost a 700 feet high mountain. There's just a beam of the airport actually is a good picture to be taken. I'll ask to my friend just to put the camera in that way so you can see there's a 1,000 feet hill there. It's a nice view. Everybody takes a picture facing that hill. It's a good picture. So we're just going to start our final preparation for landing. Do all descending preparations, the landing briefing, and going to be able to see the island for Fernando de Noronha. All right. Another thing that is important to be said is the black hole. The black hole means that if you're approaching at night, since the water we're going to approach, as you can see here on the map, there's surrounded by water. It's an island, so when you're approaching at night, the only visual reference that you're gonna get is the runway. So when you're surrounded by black images with one light, the light tend to move, and you lose the reference, the deep reference with the ground. So even though there's a VASI on the runway 12 to help us out, it's important to keep that in mind during the approach. It's very important. All right, just about 8 minutes to descend now towards the island. We got the information from the station there. It's 28 degrees now. QNH is 1016. It's preset here with a light wind, 15 knots. But it's, you know, headwind. Easy for me. Well, I don't know. And the airport is under VFR conditions. We're gonna land on runway 12 with 51 tons approximately of the landing weight. We have 5 minutes to go to our alternate, which is city close to Recife. We have a restriction here. We need to land at the tops at 54 tons. We can use auto brake 3 and land with a 8 knot tailwind, or we can use max auto brake and land with the 10 knot tailwind. But today we're gonna have straight in headwind for landing. If it gets wet, we can only use auto brake max and 7 knots tailwind. The GNSS for runway 12 has been set on the box. We have checked all the NOTAMs. The aircraft status is performantly okay for the landing. About those restrictions that we've been talking about, the auto slats and auto brake and etc. Nothing major for the arrival. And the RNAV will be, the final course will be 115. Straight in. We're gonna cross the November 366 at 2,540. It's there. And the MDA will be 1,000 feet. And then we proceed visually to land at the airport elevation is 193. It's preset on the pressurization mode there. We'll be landing on runway 12. We'll make a 180 degrees at the threshold 30 and go back, and probably we'll vacate via Bravo. And that depends if there's another aircraft parked there. Sometimes we vacate the runway via Alpha because it's easy to access a parking point there. Would you like to add anything to my briefing? Any recommendations, something like that?
No.
No?
Just to have a nice landing.
Okay. So just be starting our descent in 30 miles. We'll see you again during the arrival. Hope you enjoyed.
Recife Center, go 1844, request lower. Go 1844, descend to level 150, below at your discretion. Report 30 miles to Noronha and contact frequency 125.9.
Hi fam, so descending to 150, lower at the description, reported 30 miles from Noronha and contact the radio 125.9 and go 1844.
Okay, we're clear to descend 150 and below there is our discretion, so already put in the MSA there, 5,000 feet, alright?
Hi fam.
Yeah, the camera was easy, now the hard part comes. Land this big iron bird on the island of Fernando de Noronha. With the best first officer that GOL has. Hell yeah. As I said before in the other flight, when we switch to data, it shows the other information about the arrival. So not only the time now has the constraint as well. This constraint is alive, so we're gonna show up anyway, and then the others appears there, so we can move, for example, change the to approach page, and we're not gonna lose the information about the next altitude that we need to put in. Okay, flap 1.
Fox, November 363, go 1844.
FMC speed.
Go 1844, Noronha radio, roger.
gear down, flaps 15. Landing check, please. Down to flaps.
Landing gear down, speed checker. Engine start switch.
Continues.
Altimeter.
1016, setting cross checked.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
15 green.
15 holding it.
Thank you.
Not at all. Final approach. Final approach, runway inside, landing gear down and lock and gear 1844.
25, set.
Speed checker.
1844, Noronha, read to from wing 120 degrees, 16 knots, report on the ground.
We'll go.
Set the missile approach down to 5,000 feet.
I said approach set. The wind correction is going to be 08, may I?
Perfect, thank you.
Wind correction set. Flaps 25, green light.
Set flaps 30 and 40, please.
Speed check.
Complete landing checklist, please.
Flaps.
40 green light.
40 green light. Lane checklist is completed.
Thank you.
Not at all. $1,000 is stabilizer approach.
Checked. Menu of flight.
Approaching minimums. Wind 15 heading. 2 from the right.
Minimums.
Thank you, continue.
Minimums.
Minimums 17 heading. Align.
Thanks. Set the flight directions, please. Thank you. Set the MCP again.
To right.
Thank you.
Stabilizer approach. 11 heading. 1 from the right.
Checked.
200.
16 from heading.
100.
17 heading.
Checked.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Brake these are. Reverse is normal.
Manual braking. There's a bird there. Saw the bird.
60 knots, show time over. Go 1844 on the ground at 58. We will report when vacated the runway.
1844, not a read to Roger. taxi Alpha, after backtrack, second to left.
Okay.
Final approach.
Final approach, runway inside, landing, gear down and lock and go 1844.
25 set.
Speed check it.
1844, Noronha, read from wind 120 degrees, 16 knots, report on the ground.
Will go.
Set the missile approach altitude 5,000 feet.
Set approach set. The wind correction is going to be 08, may I?
Perfect, thank you.
Wind correction set. Flaps 25, green light.
Set flaps 30, 40 please.
Speed check.
Complete landing checklist please.
Flaps.
40 green light.
40 green light. Lane checklist is completed.
Thank you.
Not at all. $1,000 is stabilizer approach.
Checked. Menu of flight.
Approaching minimums. Wind 15 heading. 2 from the right.
Minimums.
Thank you, continue.
Minimums.
Minimums 17 heading. Align.
Thanks. Set the flight directions please. Thank you. Set the MCP again.
To right.
Thank you.
Stabilizer approach. 11 heading. 1 from the right.
Checked.
200.
16 from heading.
100.
17 heading.
Checked.
50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Brake these are. Reverse is normal.
Manual braking. There's a bird there. Saw the bird.
60 knots, show time over.
Go 1844 on the ground at 58. We will report when vacated the runway.
1844, Noronha, read Roger. 1844, leaving runaway, taxi Alpha, after backtrack, second to left.
Okay, so vacated via Alpha, go 1844.
Yeah, as we said, we're gonna have to vacate the Alpha because of the ATR. There's parked there.
My bad. Only taxi.
What the scenery. Yeah. That's the light off.
Taxi light up.
Guys, it's saying if you saw the probably is there. Right side. It's there. Alright.
Welcome to the famous island of Fernando de Noronha. Hope you have enjoyed the view. I was scattered cloud, but on the final approach it was a good scenery once we got off the cloud. So I thought you might like it. So just gonna be busy for a couple 25 minutes because it's a very short turnaround. We're gonna get everything settled before we go back to Recife and do another beautiful takeoff. This one, the takeoff coming that way is an awesome view as well. Hope you enjoy it. See you later.